There we are. Now you should be able to hear me fine now. On. There we are. Now you should be able to hear me fine now. That's it. Right. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry about that, guys. I had to restart my broadcast again because I had a technical fault there. I'm going to say, guys, because my audio apparently caught the audio on the audio, and the audio was the audio. So let's get my let's do this again. Let's paste that. That's going to work. How do you do this again? Oh yeah, see, getting used to this new studio thing on YouTube is a joke. Right, let's do that again. Right. Okay, so I have dismissed that broadcast, so that's fine. Okay, well, they're all just working okay now. I had two audio streams working. It was got was like loud noises and shit like that. So anyway, so sorry guys, sorry I had to cut the stream there because had a technical fault. Sorry about that. Anyway, guys, so shall we just start this? We just start this again and just go like, "Hi, go, good evening, guys." Meh. Right, I'm gonna just get some juice and then we're gonna start our chat with the Queen tonight. The Queen. Right. So anyway, while I was interrupted by something, this my next time I'll do that. So what's happened, guys, is Queen news is being bloody balmy. Yeah, and Lambert thing. Yes, my phone. Yeah, my phone. So basically, if you probably have watched the last stream that I did of the Anne Lambert live twat face release coming out. Right, I've got a lot of... I mean, there's a lot of things that I will say about the release. The first part that I did of this live stream, I wasn't happy with it at all. And I just said that the fact is that there's things that a Queen shouldn't be doing, because in one respect, this product that they're bringing out actually should get the... Actually, I'll tell you what I will do is let me put this on the screen so it's easy enough to talk about. Let me get an image of the this release coming out. So let's have a look at the CD. Let's have a look. Right. So let's just take an image from Google or something like that. Let's take this one. Take a bad cutty version of it. So can I paste it in here? Add image. Okay. Image file. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, what the hell? Do you mean you've got... Oh, it's dragging... I can't drag and drop it in. Let's go to the desktop. Let's go to... there. I'll put this in the corner of the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right. So anyway, how do I live stream my my steaming stream is revoked? I don't know if you're on the right channel or anything, but this is not the right channel for gaming, I'm afraid. Anyway, so right. So basically, you all know that this piece of crap is coming out soon, and they are releasing it right now. Now, I said in my previous broadcast, this isn't going to sell. This is not going to sell. It isn't. It's one of the worst releases of the world that has been attention to everybody, and I know for a fact that everybody said that it was very difficult to to release, and all of a sudden now it becomes to be a bit of a problem. So Mark messaged me the other week about this. I know Mark's watching tonight, and thank you very much for. I'm still saved this message. Now he talked to Greg Brooks, who is the Queen fanatic. So here's the thing that Greg posted on his Facebook page, and if you haven't seen this post, I will show you. I will tell you exactly what it says. Basically, it says, "Hi everyone, I'm being asked about the new Queen and Adam Lambert thing a lot, and a Miracle box set. Honestly, I don't know much more than anyone else. Quite frankly, I'm just getting on with I Want It All, the book that's supposed to be released this year. And I'm various archiving jobs, sorting out the photographic archive as well as 50 years of press reviews, which have been fascinating to have. And generally just getting on with kinds of work. I don't know what's happening with the Miracle other than it's all finished. But I couldn't tell you what the band management or our company are planning to do with this release. This is fine. Release dates get moved and pushed back and forward and everything else, so it's important to keep up. So I'm even maybe not to stop trying. There's no point in me offering dates as they'll come up anyway for the release of this. And he says it's frustrating and irritating, and it's really not my place to speak to about this thing because he's not interested in this. And you know what? I'm glad he isn't speaking about this because he is correct. Greg is absolutely correct, right? Greg Brooks is a good guy, and I know I like him a lot, but he doesn't want to know about it, and that's fine. But what I can't understand is this thing, this whole controversy going on about the Am Lambert situation. Why the hell did they bring this out as a Queen product? It's not a Queen product. It's not. This is not a Queen product. It's been slandered as a Queen and Adam Lambert live show. So it's not actually a Queen product. This isn't. It's not official. It's. I don't know. They should just drop the name altogether, right? Well, what I don't understand is why did they still want to work with him for? Why did they still want to work with this guy? He's not a fucking singer, man. He's a complete utter twat. He is. He's not a. I still blame Spike Edney for all this because it's Spike Edney's fault that he got the job. It's basically his fault. And what gets me is what really does get on my boat is why is it that they always have to say coming soon is a Queen product coming out from Queen Online, right? Now we all know that Queen Online is now managed by Jackie, but now I think it's somebody else doing it now. But basically, how can I picture this in my mind? Right, okay. I actually did watch that documentary of that Our Show Must Go On, the Lambert story. And I thought it was shit. It was like a staged kind of antic kind of it was like kind of like if you watch the documentary, right, it's in my opinion it's been tabloid all over the American state. So the Americans like him, we don't like him. The UK hates him. I don't understand how his icon can be established as the next Freddie Mercury to be on with these guys. All right, okay, so there's a few points we've got to point out. So we all know Freddie Mercury, right, who's right there, was the most iconic singer in the world. He was just amazing. Great writer, great producer. Thousands of songs he wrote. Still stuff in the archives that still want to get out. So, why is it that what bugs me a lot? Why is it Brian and Roger still want to work with this guy? Why? There's no. He keeps saying. Even Brian keeps saying. He said in a recent thing. Why would we want to work with somebody who's interested in the Queen business, right? But look at all the controversy that happened with Spike Edney right now. Everybody blames for that because. I mean, fair. All right. Okay. Let's just put it in context. So, if you judge it from this point, you would say well, Adam Lambert is a good singer, but on the other sideline, let's see what Spike Henley says. He's sang in the wings and thinking this guy's amazing, but he's not. So all of a sudden he goes to Brian and says, "Brian, you got to come here right now. See this guy." So Brian and Roger go on Steens and they stand there and they're thinking, it's not right. And that's all plagiarism. That is all plagiarism. So basically, that's where I stand at this thing. I've never bought a Queen and Van Lambert product in my life. I've never have. I mean, I have got this thing on the wall, which is that, but I don't look at it. But why did they have to bring this out? Why did they have to bring a live album out of this? This is just tragic. This is tragic. I mean, worst cover they've ever made. From my point of view, I don't know why they took a behind-the-scenes shot on going on the stage, which for me is like a joke. I think that was actually coming off stage and not looking pleased. It is a product that is completely and utterly will not sell. It won't sell. I said in my last live stream, it wouldn't sell. And then I got slandered for that, and people said, "Oh yeah, but it's amazing what this guy does, and he's great." And he's not. He isn't, guys. He's not. He's not. It's like a bad day. It's a bad day gone wrong. That's all it is. So the management decided, all right, okay, and say, "Hello guys, letting you know that it's EMI here, and we'd like to issue the album now." And Brian and Roger were confused. They go, "No, you can't." Says, "There's something that we haven't brought any material out for many years." And then the next thing that I hear from Mark is that they were going in the studio and they're going to record some tracks. Well, right, Brian said on his live stream many years ago, 3 years ago, he said in his live stream, he said there is no plans to record at all. But what does he do? He works with Kerry Ellis. But that's another thing as well. I can't stand the Kerry Ellis thing going on. I can't stand the bloody thing. It's just a bad... Why do they still want to do these stupid, ridiculous projects? I mean, come on. We're waiting for something immaculately coming out from the Queen itself, because we've already had in this room. I can't turn the camera around because it's too high. I've got the Freddie Mercury box set over there, and that's been the best release ever made out. Now they're bringing out the Miracle box set and the Innuendo box set, and then they're bringing out all these other ones, and they're going to go, yeah, it's going to make money. Queen's going to have money. It's going to make it. We're going to save Queen's repertoire as what it is. That's all. Nah. So you can also just say that they'll bring it out, they'll remix the sound. It won't be a standard release. It will be terribly mixed, dreadfully. And then you're going to think, right, well, that's an absolute disgusting product coming out. So they'll buy it and go throw it away. That to me is just kind of like, well, right. So if you're going to include a DVD with it, well, what's the point doing that? Because everybody's going to hate the show. And they're going to say, no, but we like Brian and Roger. We'll go for Brian and Roger. We want to go see those two. We don't want to see this guy. Then why pay over $100 to go and see the show in America, and then all of a sudden you're coming back and you're going, well, that was a crap experience. I mean, what can you say? Because, Queen has been a long-standing name, not a brand. But why the hell they've released this thing? I mean, it is an absolute joke. I mean, it really is. I mean, I think it's a pitfall of Queen going right down. And they've said, right, all right, guys, let's say no. Our management's decided to release this live DVD and on audio, and they're going to go, why? And they said, well, they wanted to make money. We're going to lose money, obviously. And we're thinking it was money for the tour. It was just for that. That's what it's for, really, for the tour. So you're thinking about you're going to buy that. If you're going to buy that as a standard CD, you're going to buy it at a... Right, so for example, if you were to buy a CD these days, people do still buy them. Say you've bought Lauren Short's album. She's on tour, right? They buy this thing. This would sell millions. You buy that thing, right? You're basically going to go, right, okay, I bought this now. and he'll say, "Hey, freebies for everybody! Freebies, get your freebie here!" You know, and that's like marketing wank, saying it's just total shit. So stands there, stalls there, and says, "We're marketing shit," and then the t-shirts coming out and everything. I was like, "What on earth? Why would you want a t-shirt like that?" I was like, "Oh, please don't you dare do that!" And the merchandise goes downhill. It goes whee, and it just goes like, Queen's lost it now. They'll stole the interest and everything else. This is why this thing should never have been out. This is why I think they've released this because they want to make money from the tour and to put it back into Universal's hands and go, here guys, hey, there's some magic money for you. Let's get a product out and let's get something out that we can just get out for the audience. It's like kind of going back through a toffee factory where you're starting your own work and you're working for a toffee factory, and all of a sudden you want to find out if it's going to reach the top. It doesn't. It just goes like this in the river of seas. So it's just complete utter crap. It is. I mean, I can't even figure out why. They've obviously done. There's something that they've done to this, why they've brought it out, and it's kind of like thinking, right, so Queen's going to have a standing relationship with Universal for another couple of years, but why have they got the rights? Have they got the actual rights to release this? So does Brian and Roger own any of this? No, they don't. Have they produced it? No, they haven't. Because of the fact is, it's just they're making so much crap money out of it, and then they're gonna go, "Hey, check out Queen's brand new fucking album." And it's like, oh, for God's sake! Actually, I'll tell you something else that really gets me. If you probably have known in the world of advertisement, there's been no advertisement on the TV for this. No advertisement at all about it. So I don't understand why Universal pulled the plug and went, "Oh no, we can't advertise that." No, it's a wrong decision, and everybody will have been complaining about it, and they'll go, "What the earth is this crap they brought out now?" And they all go, "Well, it's the new Queen product coming out," and I'm thinking, "You will not be buying that for Christmas for me. No way, no. It will go straight in the bin." And I'll just say, and I will agree with something that Mark's just said in here. He said, "Fuck Lambert, I'm not going anywhere near it." I don't give a shit. I want to see Hyde Park out. I want to see Nebworth out. I want to see a Queen product out, not this piece of crap. I want to see more like archive stuff. I want to see like, the archive stuff was obviously millions of it anyway. I want to see like brand new restored versions of concerts that we haven't seen for bloody ages. Even if there was a live version of what was it? The Paris tour in '77. Is that ever going to come out? No. There's bootleg versions of it available. But where's Nebworth at? We want to see Nebworth was the best one, and we should bring it out as a live audio of it. Well, they can. Go to Nebworth Park and get the rights to it if they can. Just depends if they can get it. Even if they get out something like the Rare Jewels or something, the Royal Jewels or something, or the other thing that's coming out as well, that something else that's coming out is this. Well, there's something else that I can't understand. So here's something else that really did get on my nerves a little bit. Some people were telling me this the other week about the box set. What's happened is. The first time it came in multicolored vinyls, and it was an amazing release that came out. I couldn't afford it because it was expensive. Now they've brought Mark II out, the second version of this out now, but they've now brought it in black vinyl, in 180 gram vinyl, and it's all remastered, all good sound quality, and it's for me, I think it's actually a good job. But they have not included the live stuff. Now, why have they not included the live stuff? Well, this is the reason why. They just want to concentrate on the studio recordings to make this second version, the Mark II version, more compact and better. Because the first version that came out, the multicolored version, the gold edition that came out, was a fucking superb job to do that. And all the songs remastered, all the tracks were done, and the box set was an absolutely great release. And everybody's got that now. And I've seen people on YouTube have bought that, and they said, listen, it was a lot of money to buy, but for what it's worth, it was worth getting it. and I'm glad people bought it, and it was a great release. And the second version they're bringing out is, there's nothing much about it. All they're doing is they're just basically reproducing it again, but they're reproducing it on vinyl with original EMI stamps and EMI things and stuff, which is a good idea, because now they've got the rights to do that now, because they did it with David Bowie's releases anyway, with his new box is coming out soon as well, so because his son, I think it's Simon Bowie, I think his name is. He has just brought out he's bringing out the box set now. He's actually getting that all approved with Tony Visconti, and it's because I think they've got the rights now to the first album of his, because he didn't actually own it at the time. EMI didn't own that album actually. It was owned by Philips Records before he even got the RCA deal. And then all the batch were sent over to EMI, and they bought their whole catalogue, and they were allowed to reissue all of the Bowie albums under the controlled agreement they had with EMI. So, I mean, RCA, sorry. But getting back to this thing, getting back to this Queen thing, this whole Queen thing, why did it ever start, and why did it take so long? Why they got this out now? Well, don't buy it, for fuck's sake. If you want to see the kids say, "Oh, mommy, I don't want to buy that. Oh, it's that guy." Oh, it's they get scared and they all go, "No, we don't want to hear it." And I tell you what else has actually got me about this is, if Justin Shelley Smith has done the mixing on this album, well, I'll just quickly say, just whatever you've done, mate. That's about me. I don't even want to hear it. There you go. So many things you can talk about this release, indeed. As I say, I don't think I can't put one finger on this at all. Let me put my camera up a bit. It's way too it's a little bit dark. Let me turn the autofocus off. So that's my overall feeling about that anyway. Is why take so long with this to bring out, and why bring it out full? It's too dark. I need some light on here. This is another thing I don't like about this studio thing. I hate it when it's all like black. Let's put paint on. There we go, and there we are. There's some brightness now. Let me make this a bit shorter, so I'll put my studio over here. I don't actually. There we are. So that's my overall feeling about that thing. Anyway, I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Obviously, if you want to talk about this thing, you can. If you want to talk about other Queen's things, feel free. But in my opinion, it's not worth buying it. It's not worth getting it. And from my point of view, if people want to just go and buy something else, well, buy something of a Queen product coming out. Stick to the box sets coming out. Stick to all this stuff coming out and everything else going on. Which also brings me on another point as well. Current box sets. Be researching something this week. I was researching something about this Italy box set that came out. Remember the Italy box set that came out with these CDs, and they were amazing. I thought they looked great. But they brought out various versions of it. They brought out the Italy version and the Japanese version and the Spanish version and the there was a Germany version as well. 4 versions of that. So that was pretty much a nice thing. D'Agostini released 4 different versions of them in different orders of release. So they start off with, the reason they did that is because they start off with the higher ones, like the best-selling ones, to go to the lowest ones, to the worst ones they ever released. And I mean, fair enough, yeah, Flash Gordon was not a good success when it came out, because Flash Gordon's not an album. It's just a release. It's just an album of just material that was just soundtrack-wise, And if you guys want me to talk about the Flash Gordon thing coming out, oh God, honestly, this thing. So anyway, so you may have probably heard there was a new version of this. There's a new Queen product coming out, which is, what is it? The Flash Gordon 5 CD set DVD set, whatever it is. In my opinion, that should never have been out in the first place. I think that's a terrible release coming out. It's not. It isn't the best. You know, why have they not released the Highlander one yet? That's something that the Highlander one should have been out quite a while back. Highlander apparently, Highlander should be out. Highlander should be out. Highlander for me is the one that they really should have released. Why are they taking so long trying to get this damn thing out? It's not been officially been out. It's been out on Blu-ray, but it's been the American version. It's very clever how they got the how Studio Canal got the rights from the American DVD to put it onto the European DVD, which is the same print. It's bizarre. So they released a director's cut of it, and I don't think it's the same print as what was on the VHS version. Now, the VHS version, if you watch the original Canon print from it, from the VHS source, it is the best print to ever get. It's actually a print now; it's very hard to get. But Canon Films, which was EMI, they had before they changed. I think it was before they changed hands, because EMI was still going on in America, but it was in the UK. It finished because Canon Films bought them over. And the VHS version, the pre-certificate VHS version, is the best one to get because it's fully uncut. It's like many years ago they had that terrible DVD. Like the first DVD that came out from Paris, from France, was bloody awful. They used 5 commentary tracks on it, 5 alternate audio cuts of it. The sound was dreadful on it. The print was bloody awful. It was squashed so much, and the screen was terrible to have on it. And it wasn't a good release when it came out in the first place. And I really think that was a dreadful, dreadful release that came out, and it was awful. So I'm glad they withdrew that release. Then they brought out the Immortal version. That was the same version that came out in America, because the Americans got it first and we got it later. And that second version was not good. And then the third release that was supposed to come out was the director's version of it, which is still sitting in the vaults apparently, because Russell Mackay can't get his hands on it because the rights from Panzer and Davis apparently don't have. They have some negotiations going on with it. I do know there's a remake coming out of it, but it's why? Just don't go there. Don't go there. It's not worth doing a remake of an original. The original's brilliant. I mean, I wouldn't even want to hear what they've done on the bloody soundtrack. I wouldn't want to hear it. No way. Russell Mackay would have gone, but he got mad. He just said, Jesus Christ, who's made these shitty songs? And I'm thinking, oh my, who are these artists? I don't give a shit about this. I mean, I suppose if you think about it, though, if there was going to be a remake of this, Jeff Scott Soto would have to be definitely doing Princes of the Universe, because he has done it on the live DVD, which still blows me away to this day. Still bloody awesome. And he did Prince of the Universe live, and his version of that was super. I mean, he should do the soundtrack for that, actually. But, yeah. But I mean, he has done a Queen. I mean, if you want to see a good Queen concert, watch the live Jessica Soto concert on YouTube. It is. The quality on YouTube's shit though, but you listen to that all the way through. It's fucking amazing. It is such the best concert you ever want to watch. It's superb, and it's a shame that he didn't come back to do another one, because he at the time was with Talisman, and Talisman had the tour. So anyway, Gaming Head's here. Well, that's nice. Gaming Head says. The newest Blu-ray release is a scan and negative. Sadly, the cameras had a big issue with that noise at that time, so the picture isn't the best. Is that the one I've just been speaking about, the Highlander one or something? Probably. Adrian's here. Hello, my man. How are you doing? I wasn't meant to be on live, but I thought I had to come on live and talk about the Queen thing. So if you guys want to talk to me live, you can. If you're interested, in any music this year, well, I have to bring this back out again because this album has been talked about so much. This is the proudest album I'd have done this year, working with a girl called Lauren Short. This, if you've seen the documentary of my documentary, thank you so much indeed to everybody viewing my documentary. I'm amazed at how many people have watched it now, and they love it. They absolutely love it. We have got the second part coming out of that thing as well. But my DVD is delayed because I have still not edited that video yet. So you've got the condensed version of it on YouTube before the full uncut version comes out. But you want some good music, and you want some good old great rock music, check out this album by Lauren Short. £5. Get this thing. Buy this thing. You will be happy. Ignore the Lambert thing. That should be in the corner of the screen. That should be here, shouldn't it? There. Yeah, get this thing here. Get this album. This is awesome. All original tracks written by me, produced it, arranged it, engineered it, mastered it. And this is superb. Everybody has got this now, and it is a damn hot seller on my Facebook page. And you guys want to buy this thing. It's fucking awesome. No, the trailer has not been uploaded to YouTube because I can't be asked uploading it because it's a waste of fucking time. Keep it on my page instead. But anyway, so off the Queen subject. One of the things I've been doing since the last time I spoke to you guys, I've been busy working on more production this year, more albums coming out. Lauren's album was the first one. We've got Time Riders coming out later in the year. Yes, we are. And then we've got Ghost Habits coming out, and then we've got Bex's album coming out, and then we've got the great album coming out from a girl who I'm working with on Sunday. And it's a special project that I've been working on with her for quite a while, and it sounds really good. And I'm not saying more about it, so you'll have to look out for that soon online. And we'll get the website produced next year now. So finally get on the website next year for ST Entertainment, and ST Entertainment is doing really, really well. So we are finally doing good, guys. We're good as well. Not selling as many CDs as we were hoping to sell, but we have had a great success with Lauren's album Challenge over in Scotland, and it has been the biggest seller of my whole career. And it's amazing. And if you wonder why the album's not on YouTube, it's because we can't pay for the album online. It's expensive. So that's the artist's decision in the day. That's why it's not streamed. It's not on streaming. It's not on anything. So I'm afraid that's the way things go. But Riveting Computer and do it on that. But no, it's on YouTube, guys, I'm afraid. So it's a no-go. So sorry. But we'll not be releasing another song of hers anyway later in the year. We'll see what happens anyway. I know she was trying to do a video shoot somewhere. But she's bringing out another album called Passion Fire, which is an album of songs from Nigel Stock. And it is an amazing album. It is coming out soon. So there's a lot of material coming out this year, guys. Anyway, moving on. We are still in lockdown in Nelson. Well, I've heard today we could go back into lockdown again because I won't say much about what was going on because obviously YouTube's not allowed to say that word. I'll quickly say that we are on our next wave, I'm afraid. We are. We just had confirmation of today that something happened in here, and 6, unfortunately, were affected. It's not good, guys. So we've got to be careful now. We have to be very, very careful. So can't say the word, otherwise I'll get banned from YouTube and I'll be gone. It's like, oh, you said that word. It's like, no, you can't say the word. So you've got to be very careful what YouTube says now, because you say the word, I will be banned. Anyway, but we are still in this crisis, and as I said, we can't do much about it. I mean, but at the time, actually, if you've seen a documentary of what I've just released, you may wonder why Lauren's album was done that way. It was done very cleverly, actually, because we did it remotely, recorded it first. We got people, we told people how to get them equipment. We got all the stuff sorted out. And Craig was interested in recording. He didn't know what to do. And he just learned it from me. And he just said, well, what do I do with this? And what do I do with that? And thinking, well, if you learn it very well, I'll teach you. I teach it in about half an hour. And he got straight away, and that was it. And I thought, ready to go. And we sorted out all the sound issues and everything, and we started recording. And then the first thing she did was on the light and brought her out on our page, and it went fucking mad. It was crazy. But we can't release that on YouTube. We can't release Only Light on YouTube. We can't, because it's not my song. It's a song from 1987, and I don't know if Sony's going to be on my back again and go, like, dig the knives off again and go, it's like, you shouldn't have done that. It's like, I don't give a shit, because the song is dead. And the guy's disappeared, and I don't know where he is. Many. Anyway, I miss doing these live streams. I do miss it. Anyway, but I do my live streams on my my SC page now. But I don't talk about Queen on the page. I talk about music, my music sort of thing. So if you guys want to know about what I do and what music we're producing and what artists we're getting involved with, well, that's why you need to go on there. But I just want to like come on here tonight and talk about that thing anyway. This thing, you know, why, what, and where, you know. But getting off that subject for a minute, I'm going to stop talking about something else, because Adrian's here, and something I want to talk about is Jeff Scott Soto. Yeah. The man, the music, the myth, and the legend, and the singer of the world. Well, this is interesting to Adrian a bit. A few days ago, I was on... this is a very interesting story, actually. I was on Discogs the other day. Now, I all know that Gary Schutt is a great guitarist and an amazing, fucking great guy. Good guy, indeed. And Gary is a superb guitarist. He owns Palisade Records. That's his own business. He works in over in America. I'd love to get a deal with him, actually. We get they fucking albums out. We like, yes. Anyway, so the other night, I was in a mood to play one of his albums. And Sentimental, I think it's called. Great album. Fabulous album, that is. I love Stranded a bit. Stranded's a fucking awesome song. And I really want to record that one. I really want to record it with Mac. Oh, I'm so good if I can do that one. But I've also got to ask the guy first, obviously. But I'd love to record Stranded. I just love that track to bits. Great Earwatch song. First Earwatch song I ever heard. Anyway. So the other day, we're in Discogs, and I just wanted to find out more about his label and how he run it and everything else. And it was clever. He did it, actually. He really does loads and loads of albums he brought out, and it was really good. And it's just, he's a great guitarist, a great drummer as well. Okay, awesome. And I love Down. Down's good. That's not the point. No, the point of it is, he, I don't know whether this is legit or not, but somebody, and it's not him, but somebody released a bootleg version, a new bootleg version of the album, and it was on CDR. And on that CDR version, there is a new version of Stranded, which I haven't got. So I don't know who the hell did it, but Gary released it privately. He released it privately on his website, and he did a new version of Stranded 2020. Now, I've never heard the version. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere, and so Adrian's going to have to track it down for me. Now, I haven't heard the new version at all. But I'll tell you what, if that sounds better than the original, I will be happy. I don't know if he's remastered the vocals or anything, but that song Stranded is fucking amazing. But that's a good little thing that is as well. The other thing I can tell you is that if you probably haven't seen his live streams for a while, Jeff was on about also that he now owns the rights to Love Parade. He actually owns the multi-tracks to Love Parade. And he bought the rights from the Japanese company that he was with at the time, because it was Long Island Music Company. I think it was in Germany or somewhere. They went bankrupt, and he bought all the rights to his album, and he got the multi-tracks, and so they gave him all of the production to him, and now he's allowed to do whatever he wants with it. He can do new vocals, he can do master the sound, he can do new guitars, he can do new drums, he can do new everything. He can just strip the whole thing back and think, okay, he can redo, Dragon Attack if he needs to. He can redo songs he wants to do. So he owns that album now. He actually owns that. Now, I don't know whether he will re-release it and redo it. I wish he would, because the first time it came out, it was a bit naff. I didn't like it. I thought, this is not what Jeff should have done. And I know it was a bomb. There's nothing on there that stands me anyway. It's not. I mean, all point from one song is Love Parade, the song. That's what I like about it. But the rest of it's like shit. It's just, that's not Jeff. That sounds like somebody who's really, really bad. But he should really, really re-record it better. Take off all of the stuff that you didn't need on it, and put stuff that you want, new stuff like guitars, and make it harder and rockier, like I just did with Lauren's album Challenge. And that's how he's now got the rights to it. So Love Parade's his. He's now got the rights to all that. Frontiers did release it as a bootleg first, but they didn't want to put it out because there was some sort of weird thing happened where Frontiers bought it. They reissued it on their behalf, but Jeff went ballistic. He said, "Why the fuck have you released this?" And he said, "Well, we wanted to try it to see if it would work," and it didn't even work at all. Didn't even sell. So that's why the first release, when it came out on Long Island, they said, "But we'll release it on there." There's one. I tell you what I do like about his career is the two albums he did, which I think are absolutely superb. The first one's a bit naff, but the second one's better. And the second one, the Human Clay albums, they are superb. I love them. The second one's better though. It's a lot more live. The first one's a bit alright, but the second one's better. And the second one's really good because there's a song on there that still to this day that it gets me a lot. And it's The Thin Line. It's just outstanding, that song. That is Jeff's best singing on that and best drumming on that I've ever heard. That song is just fantastic. The Thin Line is fucking awesome. I couldn't put that down as one of his worst. It is one of his best. And the whole Human Clay album, the second one, is absolutely outstanding. The drums on it is fucking good, with Jamie Walker on drums is superb on there. And then obviously the last track on it, the Boy in the Golden Hill. Well, I can't get over that too much, but I love one song I do like on the first Human Clay album is the song that I do like on the first Human Clay album is In the Line of Fire and Eternal Flame. That's where you start with your fucking AOR music, with that fucking two albums. And then he moved on to doing that the other project he did, the two versions that came out of it, World Stage, I think it was called, Worlds Apart, I think it was, Highest Ground, with Neil Schon. Really, really good album, that, really good. And that's a hell of a good album. That, with Neil Schon on the album, is bloody fantastic. And I do like My Sanctuary, and I do love... there's so much good stuff he brought out from that period. And I'm very glad that now, with his solo band, I do like his new way. I like his new direction he's going in. He's getting out of all the AOR music, and now he's going into this territory now of it. He has actually recorded a new album for Frontiers. It's not even out yet, but I've heard the preview tracks that he's done on his live stream, and they sound awesome. And he did it with Alessandro Di Vecchio in Italy, and he is such a talented producer. He is dynamite guy. Originally came from Edge of Forever, the band. The first three albums they released. The first album they ever did with Bob Harris before he passed away. The Bob Harris, that album, that first one they did, the Feed in the Fire album, is just amazing. I mean, I never knew that Marcel Jacob produced it. I never knew that. And then Jeff came on board and he did the bottom vocals for it. And I love that whole album. Dancing to the Fire is a classic and a half. That's a song that really could do with Lauren singing that. She could top that too, but she would do a fucking good job of that song. But I'd love to record that one, actually. I'd love to record Dancing to the Fire. I love it. The first time I ever heard that song, I love the guitars that did in that and the production and the way that it was done. And the way that Alessandro did that arrangement on that song was like, whoa. It sounds like Glenn Hughes. I'm not a fan of Glenn Hughes. I can't stand the guy. I don't like Glenn Hughes. I don't like his solo album that came out. I didn't like that. The first time I heard that song that he did, the song that he got Heavy. I don't like his drummer. I hate his drummer. His drummer's terrible. I just like his. I don't like his style at all. I hate his style. Didn't like it. I just think he's just a terrible singer. But anyway, moving on from that to the Queen thing. If you guys want to talk about the Queen thing, then be my guest. I don't mind being here for quite a while. I don't mind. I've got nothing to do because I am free tonight. If you are a mad fan of reality TV, there's a how can I explain this? I'll be careful what I say. Anyway, basically, I always watch YouTube as my life. YouTube is my life. I could watch anything from classic game shows to reality TV shows and everything else. Anyway, there's two things I did actually watch. Here's a right rant for you. Right, I don't like reality TV shows. I don't like them. I just hate them. I hate it when the cameras go into the private lives of people's businesses and do that. Apart from one show I do like, Can't Pay, Take It Away, I could just say, praise down, good show. Shame that it ended though. But because it was real anyway. But the thing about one, well, before we actually talk about the bad one, let's talk about the good one first. There's a program on YouTube called The Scheme, and it's based in Scotland. Now, whoever had this idea to film it, praise down to BBC Scotland. They are amazing. Good guys. So I watched this program called The Scheme. A very interesting program. I couldn't get to see the first part of it. I went, what's the first part of it? It's not available. It was copyrighted because it was blocked. But I got to see the second part, and I was thinking, oh, I'll have a look at this thing, because it was cut because it was like 30-minute programs each, but they combined it into an hour. And so started watching that, and it was interesting. It was very interesting, and I went, they want to start buying back their scheme to get people back into work and people to do what they want to do. And I thought, that's an interesting thing, that's a very interesting thing that is. And I thought, right, I'll look at it, watched it. I watched all 8 episodes, and it is just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is amazing. So it's very, 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 very good. Good show. But one show that I just recently watched, and I'm glad I'm not watching it ever again. Oh, can't stand it. Oh, there's these programs that really piss me off. But before we get to that, it says Live in Stockholm's being released. Yeah, I know about that. I know they re-released it and they remastered it or something. I did with the show's being reissued or something, and they put bits into it now. Interesting that. Yeah, I checked it out quite a while back, and good job. Still in black and white, but never mind. This is the way it was filmed though. But anyway, no. So, if you're a fan of let's see what reality TV shows we like. Reality TV shows. Okay. So as you all know, if you have been watching reality TV shows, there's a new thing that happened with Oprah Winfrey. I know, guys. I know. Don't start. Just don't start. I'm not a fan of Oprah Winfrey. I don't like her. Jesus Christ. So anyway, how did I get into this? Well, I watched the Michael Jackson Live Around the World thing. That was the making of it. Obviously, the documentary that came out. No, that was awesome. But then it was this other thing that came underneath, and it said, behind the scenes at the Oprah Winfrey Studios, or Harpo Studios, as Oprah owns this big, huge enterprise. And she was starting up a new venture called OWN, which was OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network. And so she made a deal with Discovery Channel, and that was all right. And then the next thing, what does they do next? Well, okay, so she got a deal with them guys, and all of a sudden, right, now Oprah decides, well, it wasn't those guys, it was just Discovery called her up. And they said, oh, we've got a good idea for what we'd love to do, because you're part with us now. Because he would have said, oh, could we come down to your actual Harpo studio? Could we film behind the scenes of it? And I hate behind the scenes stuff. I fucking hate it. I'll put my perspective right. I was interested in the show, but they edited out a lot of the talking in it. So they put music underneath it, and it was like, oh, you don't need music underneath. It's like, take it off. I want to hear what they're talking about. It was the most boring crap thing they've ever done. No one's got low ratings for it. So anyway, I started watching that, and all of a sudden I went, no, let's get this off. And I watched one episode, and I went, load of shit, load of crap. And it was just boring. That's not reality TV. That's a TV station. That's Harpo going wrong for the fact that the cameras are there, because they just want to be on television, because say what they keep saying. They say that that I've got to have a crew that has to work with me all the time, but they put me off, and I think it's wrong. It's wrong. It shouldn't be done that way. You don't ask a camera crew to come into your business because you're working hard as you can. And what does Oprah do? She just ask. She said, yeah, but you've got to pay me for what we're doing. And then Endemol America, why Peter Passenger went to America, but Endemol America decided that they would enhance the show for her, but they didn't pay her anything, and they went, no, we'll do it for free. And it's all like, well. So that is a no-no for me. All I stick to is music. Music is my life. Music is what I love to do. And yeah, and I love music to bits. I could just write music all day, and I could just produce music all day. So anyway, right, has anybody got any questions before I leave? Because this has been going on for about an hour now. And I need to get off the stream soon, because I think about it. If that's what you guys, but that's all I wanted to talk about, was just the follow-up to the Adam Lambert thing. Like I say, it's like, I don't like it. I don't like the way they've slandered it. I don't like the way they've actually slandered the Queen name on it. It's not Queen. It isn't. It's a new product, just badly wrong. It's badly wrong. And it really is, because the fact is that it's just a bad name. It's a bad thing. In my opinion, just get rid of it. Just don't bother with it, and just go away. So in my opinion, this thing can now be erased, because I don't care. So if you guys have any questions you want to put to me, leave them on the stream. And if you want to talk about it, please, well, you can if you want to. But to be honest with you, it's not for me to really like something of a product which is coming out. Now, in the case of something that happened to me last year, you know, we had a failure with one album that we brought out when we shouldn't have brought it out. With Nathan's album, This Is Life, that we released, and it was a flop. It was a complete utter flop, and it was not the best album we released. We had a problem. That's why after that was off, we then released Restitched, and now Restitched is becoming to be the biggest selling streaming album ever. Even somebody in America has covered Jade's song How Could I, and I heard the guy. Unfortunately, he broke his voice during the recording of it. But it's nice to be appreciated for music that people love, and I just love producing music because the way that we're bringing out stuff at the minute is amazing. So if there's no other questions, I'll disappear, and I will see you guys later, because I have to go in 5 minutes, because I have to disappear in a minute. I was only getting out of the stream. But anyway, but as I say, guys, if you are interested in getting the Queen thing, well, so be it. But for me, this is a bad dismal release coming out. It's just a dismal release. It's just not good. It's not a good thing when people have respect for Queen, but it isn't a Queen product. It's not. It's just a bad thing gone wrong. For me, I can't say that it's going to be like a success. It's just going to be a bad idea when you've got things that are nicely put in perspective, but just don't buy it. So that's all I'm going to say about that anyway, guys. That's all I'm going to do. So I have to go now because time is getting on, and so yeah, guys. So that's a little update from me. I'm doing good. Everything's fine. I have been losing a lot of weight since the last time you saw me. I have been doing good, actually. But yeah, next week's busy because you'll not be seeing me for a while now on the live streams anyway. But I'll just give you guys an update anyway that yes, we are recording now. I've got to go back now and record more tonight with this new thing coming out. This new album coming out from Ghost Habits. I'm producing tonight, actually. And then I'm working with her on Friday because we're recording on Friday, and I can't wait to record it. So that's what's happening at the very minute. I'm working on this Ghost Habits thing, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. It is so amazing. And also, because I have been getting good feedback from people loving our music, yes, I do promise, guys, that we will be releasing more content on our channel at the minute. It's just because we have to just ask the artists first what we can release. It's not up to me. It's up to the artists what they want to release. You'll get more stuff from Jade. You'll get more stuff from Lauren. You'll get more stuff from all the artists we're working with. Even possibly getting a new artist coming in, which I have been in touch with today, but unfortunately I don't know what's happened with that yet. So keep on to my ST page on Facebook. Like the page, ST Entertainment. And if there's anybody out there who wants to audition for us, then feel free, because we're always asking for people to come forward and like us. So cheers to Mark for giving me the information about this Lambert thing. As I said before, guys, I think it's a wrong decision. They shouldn't have bring it out. But if you guys want to go and blar it somewhere else, do it, But as I said, it's worth just being it, isn't it? So there you go. So anyway, guys, so I'll be back soon with another live stream. I don't know when it'll be, but like I say, guys, I'm busy now for the next couple of months. Get back to painting now and doing other stuff as well, which is good. Anyway, guys, so that's it from me. Cheers to everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. And you never know, we might meet somewhere else on the highway. So see you.